Anyways, guys,
That's an irrelevant. Oh, we're here.
welcome to the baby shower. Why don't you do the intro?
Welcome.
Already didn't like that. New haircut.
Welcome to the Baby Shower Comedy Podcast. Like, subscribe, share the clips, and yeah.
Once again,
Check out the
specifically-
episodes too. Yeah, check out the episodes.
Yeah, full episodes. Once again, share it with one friend. Tell them to subscribe. Meet someone in a coffee shop line. Say, hey, do you like YouTube podcasts? And then grab their phone and subscribe. That's how half of our subscribers are from. My brother Mike meets someone and tells them to subscribe. He had some girl that worked at Five Guys running the line subscribe to our podcast.
Yeah. Well, but we have some nice traction on Instagram.
Right,
I'm trying
right.
to keep it positive here.
Right.
You're immediately trying to drive us into the ground. Let's
Hardy, I got
stay
something for
above
you.
the water.
Hardy's got a
before-
new haircut. Now I've
do
got a
have a
question
nice-
for your haircut.
Yeah.
You just got a haircut, and I
Yeah.
thought it looked quite nice beforehand. Now that this doesn't look good.
Yeah, it was nice.
But
I liked it.
are you getting this new haircut because you're trying to find was it a try to look more professional?
No.
Because you're looking for it's just a style thing.
Yeah. I just like the crisp, shorter hair. I thought I might go that. The medium length I like, but then like the hair's like in front of my face a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't like that as much. And I kind of thought I would go to this length.
Yeah.
Because I told you, I'm going to be getting the tats soon with the T-piece. So
I've already got the tats and the T-piece, man. You need to catch up. By the way, no my haircut. You guys didn't notice?
your hair looks nice.
Thank you.
I did not notice.
I got a haircut.
Yeah, it's nice and trimmed.
I went to the barber shop. The barber
Barbershop. East Village Comedy.
the comedy show barbershop.
Oh. To get your haircut?
Yeah, to get my haircut.
Oh, that's fucking
And to
funny.
be honest with you, I didn't. After I got out, I didn't really like it.
Really?
I think it's too long on top, but I couldn't bring
Let me see.
myself.
I think it's a nut.
It's a little long
No,
on the top.
I don't know. You don't like that length? Yeah.
I don't like the high and tights,
Yeah.
but I didn't feel like telling the guy because once you do a haircut, it's kind of like a lot of like investment that they've already done. Let's say it's 20-minute haircut, right?
Oh, I was being real specific in mine lately.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
No, I know what you mean though. You feel bad. You're like,
because then
this guy's done all this work.
if you're like, can I get another inch on the top off? That means he also has to shape the sides again
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not just an inch off the top.
Yeah.
But my error was that I usually just tell them to cut whatever they want.
Yeah, that's not even directions.
No,
I come in with pictures now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the picture on this one?
I'm ready to go. I literally had
Billy
some-
Walsh in a different season.
Yeah, in a did he ever get shorter hair? No, like literally pictures of like literally Bradley Cooper. Shorter hair, like there was a couple shorter hair like old James Dean photos.
Yeah.
You know?
Is the barber ever like, oh, is this you? This is,
Yeah.
This is a really nice
Is
photo.
this you? She
That'd be great if
She was very nice. I love I go to a salon. I go to Sheer Bliss. I think I told you this.
yeah.
Yeah. They're nice. I get it washed first.
You think Bradley Cooper goes into a hair place with a picture of himself? He goes, I want 1986.
Can you do this again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, probably.
Have
Dude,
you thought about taking a picture of your own face? So that next
You mean
time,
a
if
selfie?
you
Oh,
yes,
okay.
if you do like this haircut,
Yes.
you can go in and
Yeah,
say
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
it.
That's what I'm going to do. I told her I'm coming in more regularly. Right? Yeah. Like, do this.
What's the
For the summer, at least. Like, this is a nice... I'm looking to cruise into my 40s with this look I'm working towards right now. So...
did she trim up your beard too or no?
Yeah, she trimmed up the beard because I was getting long again. I'm trying to get into the Bradley Cooper lookalike market.
Yeah, I think that's a good market.
You know, there's a lookalike market. Yeah.
I've got a
I was
question.
joking about that with my brother and my other buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were gonna manage me. You get paid and shit to like look like people like George Clooney and shit.
Yeah, but is that what you actually want to do? Would that really bring
My
you happiness?
passion? No, I mean it would rip though. To get some good coin off of that.
Like once a month. When
dude.
shit starts to go south, you're like, I might have to do. It's like going back to prostitution. You're like,
Yeah,
I might have to
sell.
do it again. I might have to go up as Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
I've got a question. How do you
yeah.
get the nose? How did she trim the nose? Did she underneath? Because I have I have a trimmer for my beard. It's the first. You know, this is the first time I've had a beard.
We have like the same length.
How do you? Yeah, copycat. How do you? How do you trim this stuff?
She did it with the
Scissors?
the comb. She would comb into it and then zzz.
Right.
with the
That's a
thing.
good move. I might have to
You
start
did-
doing that.
You might have to try that out. Do you have a nice comb?
I don't know.
Get in there. Bzz, bzz. You know how they do that? Like
Yeah.
they pick it up a little bit, and then whatever's remaining on the other side of the comb, they. Zzz.
I know.
It's really annoying, by the way. It gets in your eyes
What the
when they're doing
whiskers?
That shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like
You weren't
close your
wearing
eyes.
these sunglasses during the
No, I
trim?
wasn't rocking these fucking shaderoons.
Are you attracted to your hairstylist?
No. She's pretty, but I'm not attracted to her.
Yeah.
You know, I am attracted to the lady that runs the front desk. She is wow.
Really?
I was in a tough spot.
Did you grab a number?
No, I didn't do that. That's a little.
Because then you have to leave. You can't go to that place again.
Yeah, well, it's also at the place of business. I know that doesn't stop me so much.
Yeah,
in the
that's why I
past.
don't ask for numbers at David's Cafe.
Oh my gosh! Should we tell the listeners how
Yeah.
I asked for the waitress's number, and then she never texted me back, and then I texted her when we showed up,
Yeah.
and then I saw her canoodling with her boyfriend, and was like, "Oh fuck."
Like making out.
Yeah.
What I also didn't.
Oops.
So we were sitting outside and they were making out like 5 feet away from us.
Yeah.
And I saw it. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to.
Oh, you knew prior?
No, but it was.
Well, not the text. You didn't know before the text.
I didn't know that you texted her. All I knew was that you
I-
exchanged numbers, right?
Right.
And then we both show up at the place again. We're both talking.
Yeah.
And then I see her making out with this guy. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to make it weird in the moment.
Right.
And then
right,
you
right.
said to me, you laughed. You
Yeah,
looked at
yeah.
him and you laughed. You go, oh, I can't wait to tell you this. And I knew what you were talking about, but I didn't want to discuss it with her there 5 feet away. So I just let it slide, knowing fully well what you were going to talk about.
You knew that I had texted her.
I
Or
didn't
you
know that you
thought.
texted her. I knew that you saw them canoodling. Making
Oh,
out.
okay. You didn't know how. Then you didn't know how bad it was because I had texted her 5 minutes prior.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, "Hey, we should. You know, you never texted me back. We should get like a coffee or a hot tea."
Yeah.
Because you put it. You know, I thought it'd be funny because it's like, oh, here I am. She's waiting on our table. She didn't text me back. Why not instead of bringing it up, I'll literally text her.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
You said, why don't we get a... So, since you're sober, you can't say, hey, let's grab a drink, right?
Yeah. No.
But
Well,
now
sometimes I
now
do.
you can't even say, can we get a coffee?
I
Because you
know.
don't drink coffee.
I know. It's
So-
brutal.
You have to say, like, can we get a tea?
I'm
You,
down.
like, grab a newspaper and read together.
Yeah, you know what I've been doing a little bit of like do a bookstore, do a walk.
Oh, you're like, hey, you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I got some... I'm on the board.
You got a number. Nice.
I got some numbers.
Yeah.
Listen to this. So, Tuesday, baby shower. Luciano's there.
Yeah.
And I don't think they know, but me and Luciano are in a contest to who can get the most numbers
Yeah.
because we both are paralyzed by the apps and we want to get out there more, right?
Yeah.
So he's been hosing me. He's been getting way more numbers. And then after the first show, 7 o'clock, 2 ladies come up.
Yeah.
And they're very complimentary. And they're like, oh, we thought you were hilarious, this and that. We were talking
Yeah.
for a while. And then they leave. And Tom's like, why didn't you get their numbers? And I was like, 'cause they didn't want to like ruin. Sometimes you ruin a moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can definitely, You can definitely ruin a moment.
We're talking, having a conversation. It's non-sexual. And then all of a sudden the guy's like, can I get your number? You know? And then they're like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You know? You
Yeah.
can really ruin a moment.
You don't think so, Pat?
I was there.
Were you for those 2 girls?
I was eavesdropping in the booth in the little corner.
Ah.
They wanted your number. They would have taken it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I'm
but,
just chiming in.
yeah.
That's all. I was eavesdropping in the corner.
I also wasn't really interested in them. And I don't think that that's right to just ask
That's
for
what it was,
numbers if just for numbers' sake.
Well, are you rationalizing here, though? Or do you need to get, you know what I'm saying? Or do you need to get back in the numbers game? I mean, what are we talking about here?
What do you mean?
Are you, it seems like you may be trying to convince us that there was a reason
Other
you
than
didn't
fear?
ask. Right. But that's what do we need to have a little intervention here? Maybe what we're deciding is that was a moment.
Well,
Do
he's
you
deciding
feel like
that he's not just playing the game? They're not tokens. You know, he's going to treat this the right way. He's not going to just ask for numbers.
But I'm saying, is he saying that because that's how he truly feels, or he was just nervous to go for the dig?
Both can be true. 2 things can be true at once.
Right. Okay. I feel you on that. Well, you're certainly right. It certainly can ruin a moment. I don't disagree with that at all.
And also, it's kind of a loser move to be going out asking for numbers if you don't plan on utilizing them. Because then
was that a shot back at me? Because that's happened to me a bunch.
Because then there's another girl on the other end, and she might be getting excited. You know, this sweet honey
Right.
baby might be getting all excited. She goes, "I got a nice man that asked for a number, and I'm excited to get this text." Right? Days go by, and she's now starting to get her self-esteem, going.
Right.
Because she
right,
goes,
right.
"Oh, maybe I did something wrong."
She's watching the pod.
She's watching the pod.
Yeah. I just think that she's watching the pod.
She goes, "I'm just a clip for these guys."
I don't just want to be a clip on your
Yeah.
pod. In the rain. It's just pouring rain. I don't just want to be a clip.
She comments, still waiting.
Still what? Look, I think part of you's gonna have to understand, though, Miller, and we all have to understand this. All right, that's collateral damage when you're grabbing Didge, when you're getting the number. Okay, like you can't be like, oh, I need to make sure you're thinking too far.
Right.
She's a big girl, like. Not like big, but like she's a mature woman.
She's a big. You caught yourself on big.
She's a large, big girl. She
Can handle herself.
I think so. I think I appreciate where you're coming from, but I do think that'll slow you down because then you're thinking too much in the moment when when you have that we talked about this so much. I love it. When you have that instinct that goes, oh, hey, you should get her number. You almost have to go in.
Right.
You know?
When you get a fistful of Didge, there might be some stuff that trickles out, and you don't eat it up. When you get so much Didge.
When you're a Didge guy, when you're straight up, you're like when you're doing Didge, okay? That means you get a Didge, like if you have a good habit, you're probably getting a Didge every other day.
Right.
You ask, maybe 3 Didge a week? Something like that.
When you identify yourself as the Didge guy,
Yeah.
you can't be worrying about the opposite end's feelings.
Yes, you
Because
can't be
you're
going,
focused on grabbing that Didge.
That's right. For your own mental
Yeah.
habits and the cues, so that you're. And then one time you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna hit that person up.
How do you feel about grabbing Didge and using the Didge for something non-sexual?
How do you feel about grabbing? Wait, whoa, I love that.
You know what I mean? Like a friend Didge.
Oh, wait.
Like a lady.
Does that exist? So how do you do a friend Didge? Like, lay that out for me.
You go, hey.
You go, hey.
By the way, I'm gonna grab your Didge right now, but don't get it twisted. I have no intention of getting romantic with you. I'm just a Didge guy.
Hey, I'm gonna get your Didge right now. Okay, you can grab someone's Didge on like a friend tip, kind of like, oh hey, I know that, yeah, like I'll meet up with you. Maybe we'll get a What are
these mad libs? Go back down. I just inserted Didge.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to see if you could maybe insert Didge.
Barbecue at my house.
That's fun.
Everyone's invited. It's bring your own Didge.
Yeah, I guess you would be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Bring your own number.
Love is
Didge is what makes the world go round. Yeah, you can grab a friend Didge, but you got to be kind of friendly. That's tough though, dude, because there's not a lot of ways to get in a classic Didge way. Like when you're going traditional Didge grab,
right.
It's quite sexual. It's very difficult to do a traditional Didge without being like, yeah, hey, why don't let me get your number? Why don't I get your number? There's an ask.
Do you say digits or do you say number?
I say number.
Digits is a little aggressive.
Let me get your digits.
A little douchey.
Yeah.
Kind of look away. Hey, let me get your digits here.
That's pretty cool though. You like look around. It does feel like that kind of when you do, you know.
Yeah. But listen to this. So there's more to the story.
Yeah.
Luciano leaves after the first show, right? After witnessing me pussy. But I wasn't gonna. I had right. But second show goes on. Second show ends.
Yeah.
I'm sitting waiting for the people to leave. I was doing some crowd work, and this girl was kind of like, kind of insinuating that she was attracted to me during the crowd work.
Oh, okay. That's
I was talking about threesomes, and she goes, "Oh, is that an invitation?" Right. This type of stuff. So I'm waiting around, right?
Yeah.
So she comes around with her friends, and
after.
Yeah, I'm talking to
Okay.
them. And I'm talking to one of her friends. Listen to this.
Yeah.
She goes, "Do you do this stuff a lot?" I'm like, "Yeah, every Tuesday." She goes, she goes, "Do you like jazz?" And is her friend. And I go, "Why, yes. I quite enjoy jazz."
Do you enjoy jazz? Is like her version of Didge.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just grovel.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind it other than to have a conversation.
Right. Oh, you don't think? I thought she's going, hey, do you like jazz? Like she's trying to proposition you a little bit.
This is her friend. This is the girl that was talking about the threesome. I go, well, yeah, I do like jazz. She goes, oh, I work at Smalls. She goes, you should come by sometime.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, this is getting a little interesting, right?
Yeah, that sounds like.
So I go, what night? What nights do you work there? She goes, I do Friday, Saturday there, and then I work at Mesro some other night, which is another jazz place.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
Me neither. So I go, all right, Small's like the type of place that I could just walk in, you know, or do I have to like get a reservation? She's like, well, you gotta get a reservation, but if you shy, just drop my name at the door.
Yeah.
I'll get you in. So I'm starting to think that this girl, right? But then she leaves with some buddies, and then her friend comes by, and she's like, oh, I wish we could hang more. Like, I'm leaving in 2 days. but I'd love to hang out. And I go, well, let me get your number.
Whoa.
So I do
I
it.
love it. Nice. This is the other girl.
This is the friend that wanted the menage.
Right. right.
So this is
Look at that. You execute. That was that. Yeah.
Since this is from the inception of the
but yeah.
me and Luch battle,
Right.
is the first time I've asked for a digit.
Yeah, and but perfect launch pad from that initial line. What'd you say? Hey, I wish we could hang out more.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going back to yeah.
There's the speed, because you go, okay, there's an it. Like, because you could have been an idiot and been like, yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and then it's like, but you were like, no. I'm in this dig
There's
game.
still time.
Yeah, it's like a Hail Mary. You're like, oh, okay, right, digit. Okay, boom.
Yeah.
Why don't let me get your number? Boom, right in the flow. That's good. Nice work.
So she pauses a little bit and goes, well, let me give you my Instagram.
Whoa, really?
Right?
I mean, I guess it's similar, but I don't know what the kids these days. Is that the same thing now?
I think Instagram is almost very similar to Didge.
You could call someone on Instagram.
I think Instagram is almost very similar to Didge. I think you're right. I think the gram is almost Didge now.
I messaged Luch. I go, do I get a point for the Instagram? And he goes, you get half a point. If you convert it to a number, it's a full point.
Right. If you convert it to Didge, point.
Instagram leads to Didge sometimes.
You know, I don't know though. I'm kind of thinking that's still kind of a point. I guess we'd have to we got to talk to the youth.
Yeah.
Don't you think Graham is Didge now? I think it's kind of the modern Didge.
It might be a point if they follow you for an extended period of time. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people will follow you and then 2 days later unfollow. It was kind of just a courtesy. You were on the
Right.
spot.
Right.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
I got this girl's Instagram though, and it felt like Didge. I'm not gonna lie to you. This girl, I was supposed to say her name. I should say her name. We were hanging out outside the
Felt
Chip.
like Didge.
It did the Chip Cup show after, and we were kind of bantering, and she was kind of like pushing me a little bit, and I could tell I was like, oh, she's kind of into me. Here we go, yada yada. And so towards the end of it, I was like, yeah, what's your Instagram? We'll connect. And I could see
Why
was
did you
it
ask
felt
that
like
instead of
Didge.
number, though?
What's that?
It just felt more right.
Yeah, because she had a couple friends there, and I had Colin there, and we were all they were kind of gram exchanging. So I was like, this is going to be weird if I, in a gram exchange, go Didge.
The only way.
Hey, why don't I get your number? While everyone else is swapping
But if you throw out your flip phone, it kind of makes sense.
Okay, so
Then
this...
it really adds a layer of like, this guy's the man.
So this happened to me one time at on stage. Like I was doing comedy and something happened like you were saying where like someone looked like we were like kind of hitting it off.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "All right, well let me get your number." And she was like, "Yeah, okay." This is like going on in the middle of the set. And so
that's great. I
and
might
so-
take that from you.
dude, I got a huge laugh because not there, but because then I reached into my coat pocket and pulled out my flip phone to put the number in. I was like, go ahead. And that, when I pulled it out, just got a huge, like, oh my God.
Dude, you could do so much with that too. Where
actually
when you're
gotta write
putting
that down.
when you're putting the name in too,
Right. Like
you
how
can do the
long-
multiple clicks. You're like H, and then you click it 3 times, and they can hear the click. You're like, sorry, it takes a while to get to H.
That's so
It's the third
funny,
letter in the
dude.
string.
Okay.
Dude,
Keep
you gotta
talking.
do that. But so yeah, then she gave me her Instagram. I followed her, and I messaged her the next day, and I was like, "Hey, I know you're leaving in a couple days, but let me know if you want to grab a drink." And just didn't get followed back. Didn't see the
Well, she's out of town.
Yeah. So then, listen to this.
Yeah.
I did this new thing Tuesday where I hosted and did a set at the end. Right.
Uh-huh. Oh, you did do that.
I did it, and Juan had a great line where he goes, why don't you, in order to introduce yourself as the last comic, go up as a host, right?
Yeah.
And say, all right, guys, we got one comic left, and then go to someone in the front row and be like, can you introduce me?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
And so I went to this girl in the front row. I go, "Can you introduce me?" She goes, "Yeah." So I give her the mic and I go into the hallway. She gets up on stage
Yeah.
and does like a full intro. It was like, your next comic.
Oh wow.
I've
She's,
seen
like,
his
good
whole
at it?
career go up and down." And she was like getting laughs. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
She's getting big laughs.
She's getting big laughs. So I go up and I was like, that was great, you know. And then after the show, I'm sitting there, right?
Yeah.
And she walks by and I was like, oh, that was great, you know. She's like, oh, yeah, thanks. Like, you know, it was fun. And she's like, I'm going to grab a drink upstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right, you know, I'll see you up there, you know. So I go upstairs after everything clears out. And she's still there. And I started talking to her a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Whoa, wait a tick. Are you're coming for Tom here, huh?
so I'm talking to this girl, and it turns out she was. I was like, "Have you performed?" She's like, "Well, I
Yeah.
want to perform." I was like, "Stand up." She's like, "Well, I like stand up, you know." She's like,
Oh,
"I just want to like
bizarre.
get into something." She's like, "I just moved from Texas or something like that, and I'm trying to get into like performance."
Yeah.
So like we were talking for a little bit, and then I was like, "Well, if you ever like want, you know, let me know if you ever have any like question, you know, anything."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, let me get your information."
Ooh, I like that way, dude. That's a nice way.
So she,
Interesting. Use information. We didn't even think about that.
I think it may have been information. She
way
didn't
you
say number, and
She-
she didn't say Instagram
Right.
handle.
Let me get your information is a stunningly. That's pro.
Yeah,
I might start using that.
but it's the information. Here's where the differentiation. Information is very business-like. It's not very sexual. Let me get your information.
Yeah, but that's kind of nice.
Depends on how you say it, huh?
I mean, that's true. You could be really
Why don't
like,
I get your information?
yeah. Let me get your information.
You kind of look them up and down
Yeah.
as you say it. That was good.
But I kind of think you don't want it to be too sexual up top. Let me get your information, you know.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm digging out, you know.
Yeah, well, Dig is a different.
So what I do, she gives me her receipt, and she draws a box on the back of the receipt. She's like, "Put it here."
Oh,
So I write Tobin Miller Comedy, and then underneath I go 860 8. You know, blur that. You know, don't want to give
Yeah,
out my
yeah, yeah.
dig. But so I give her my number, and then later that night, 30 minutes, she texts me after
Oh,
I give her
wow.
my dig.
there you. Yeah.
She texts the dig. And there was a little bit of banter, a little bit of fun banter going on. And I
There
was thinking about asking her out, but the issue is if she does do I have a rule where I don't date comedians,
Right.
and I don't want to kind of like go on a date with someone that's eventually going to be a comedian either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
But
might
I
be
did think that
thinking
she was
about it too
attractive and
much.
she was cool.
Yeah, so then you might be thinking about it too much. You can figure it out then.
Yeah.
You know. Did you put any?
So I'm at 1.5 now.
Yeah. I mean, this
Instagram
is-
0.5. So now I'm above Tom. Tom's like -6 or something like that. He's been on the He's been on the dating
Oh
apps.
yeah, because he's getting dinged.
Yeah. You get Samaha. So it's a point if you get a girl's number. It's -3 if you get their number from a dating app. Because we're trying to get off the dating apps. It's -3.
That's the only rules, and then half a point for social media.
I guess the half a point for social media. We also had a rule where if you get a guy's number, it's +2.
That's a good
Because
rule.
that's even harder.
yeah.
To get like a platonic guy, you know, just like a straight
Yeah.
dude's number.
Yeah, or just a guy.
I
You
was
get a
thinking-
guy's number.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
non, you know, you get a gay guy's number, you know, because they might want.
Yeah. But
There's
then
an
you
attraction
can
there.
get some points there. You should be able to
Right.
get points on that too, though.
Right.
The chances of you only interacting through Instagram though, and then getting a number, but only that's very low. Like if you only interact through Instagram, you're probably going to have like a one date fling, and then don't get the number. You'll probably never see them again. Do you think that's true? Did I lose you?
You're saying we get on Instagram, we follow each other on Instagram, we're messaging on Instagram, we go on a date. There's
Never
no
get the
number
number.
exchange.
Yeah.
If you go on that first date without getting a number before the date, it's a fling. I could see that unless it's a great date.
Whoa, what is that? I couldn't follow along that.
You have to get the number by the end of the first date,
Right.
or else there's probably not going to be a second date. I think there's an issue
Oh.
if she's only interacting with you on Instagram. and
Really?
not
People
her
don't
phone
do that
number.
now? Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of interactions on Instagram now.
That's what I'm
lately,
like, because
though.
like I wish the traditional Didge was the way of the. I mean, that's how I generally go through with it, but I don't know. Yeah,
I think girls like the Didge though. I think it's old school.
Yeah.
And it takes some guts because there's only
Call their parents' house, and then the parent answers.
yeah, once
Hi,
again.
can I
that's
speak?
funny.
Can I speak to Sarah?
Yeah. That was gangster back in the day when you had to go through the parent.
Dude,
I loved that.
here's the line, dude. Once you get the Didge, you go,
Yeah.
is this home or sell? As a little joke.
That's nice. Is this
And then you
home
ruin
or
it. She's like, that's not funny. Get the fuck-
yeah. Is this home or sell?
But yeah, so I'm now looking a lot more at I'm looking a lot more at grabbing digits now. I'm on the board. It was
Yeah.
cake. I got 1.5 in one night.
You know, I was when I was cooking.
Do you want in on this?
I don't think you want me. I don't
Save
think
your
you
thought.
want me in
Do you
on
want
this.
in on this?
I don't think you want me in
I
on
think the flip
this.
phone's like a hack. I know.
I'm
I think it helps
I
having the
think it helps
flip
out a lot.
because you can pull that bad boy out before you even ask for the number, and that's like a good lead way.
Yeah. And I'm I don't know. I don't know if you want me. I've already
You think that you would blow us out of the water?
I'm pretty dangerous. I'm a pretty dynamic.
Here's the
You go tell Luch that too. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a T hoot.
Well, here's the issue. Here's the issue with you and Luch, right? I think you guys are dangerous.
You can see it's the
But you
danger
don't-
element.
But you don't have the persistence and the consistency. You know what I mean?
I do not.
You won't. You'll for like 2 days. You'll be like, I'm gonna get Didge.
Okay.
But then
okay, I see
after
what you're
2
saying.
days,
Right,
once
I'm
you
a
get
I'm a
few points,
Didge I'm a Didge warrior
You're
for
a
like
fair weather
48
Didge guy.
for like 48 hours.
You're fair weather, yeah. You'd
I'm
get
a-
hot on it for 48, and then you'd forget about him. beyond
That's
to the
fair.
next.
I am a fair weather Didge guy.
You'd get good first quarter points.
Yeah. But I'm like the Warriors. I score too much when the sun's shining, and now the game's over. You just can't catch up.
Get in, dude.
Get in.
There's something. There's a power. There's a strength in numbers too. Because once you start putting up points on the board, it throws some heat underneath me, and I'm like, now I really got to get Didge. It's gonna
That's
be
right.
embarrassing next time I see Hardy, and it's 10-1.
Yeah. Do I want to do
I
that?
can't wait to go to David's after this, and both of us are just squirming for Didge. I asked for Didge,
Yeah.
and Hardy goes, yeah, let me get your number 2. And he goes, 1-1.
That was funny where you were like, maybe I should get her number.
Yeah, that would have been so funny.
Yeah, after I did. Or now I should get her number because I have a new haircut. That was the other one.
Yeah. Or you
Now I
pretend-
do it. Yeah. What about now? Yeah, look, I don't know. The Didge contest is a little immature to me, you know? That's part of the, like, I like, you know, you might have had to catch me a few years back, bro. You know? Like, I'm a little too...
What you're saying is that you don't need any external motivation. You're
No.
self-sufficient.
Yeah. I don't need...
Bullshit.
Why did you say that that's what I was if you were going to...
Is that a leading the witness?
Yeah. Your Honor, objection, leading the witness. That was brilliant. What you're saying is you don't need. Yeah,
Right.
no, I'm saying at this point that the sport of that is less enticing to me. Right?
Yeah, I get. Me and Luciano are on a different tip than you. We're trying to
Yeah.
go on. We're entertaining a date.
Yeah, you guys
You're
are dating. Luch
you're
is
not
dating
in
a lot. I
search
feel
for
like
dates.
I'm a little more now. Like saying, "Hey, let's go on a date here and there." You
Yeah.
know, little
Have-
more,
yeah,
but
you're
not.
doing the one.
Yeah, but not in the like. Oh, I want to tally up Didge. You know, maybe if I was on like a
It
batch.
seems like maybe you've got something else going on where you don't want ditch. Like you're like, why don't you want in on the game? Do you have? Is there something you're not telling us?
You I could tally like bro, I would rather be like, you know, the approach, like tallying up approaches.
What's the difference?
Well, I don't need the date, like, you know, just like, hey, talking.
You're saying you get a point for talking to a girl?
Yeah, yeah. You go up.
Hey, walk away. Boom, one.
Yeah, no, you sort of have to start a conversation, right?
Right.
That's
you have
sort
to
of a
almost
different-
get Didge. If you wanted to get
Yeah.
Didge, you could have gotten it,
It's
but you
more
walked
like
away from the
sport
Didge.
fishing. Yes.
Right, you're throwing
catch
back
and
the
release. That's what I like. I like catch and release. We do it.
So maybe you're
I don't get Didge, right? I chuck you back in. That was that was a mean fish. Everyone take a look.
So maybe your point is if you ask for a Didge and she starts giving it to you, you go, stop there. I didn't want it. I just wanted to know that I could have it.
Yes. That's more fun.
You're like
than me.
Mikey in Swinger where he goes to rip the number.
Oh, yeah.
He turns around to his buddies.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking about going to small, but I did do a little stalking on this Smalls girl. I think she has a boyfriend.
Really?
But she was very attractive. She was very foxy. Redhead with a little gap tooth.
Foxy.
Very foxy girl.
Foxy.
Redhead with a gap between her front teeth. I was like, for some reason.
Foxy's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a good Foxy.
Nice dress on. Boy.
I'm not a big dress guy.
Nice summer dress.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I like a tucked in, a jeans and like a tee.
You like, yeah.
Yeah.
73 degrees and sunny today.
The weatherman.
Yes, we'll be seeing some sun.
Ha 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 ha. Clip it. Yes, Siri. Thank you. Siri, how hot is it today?
Hot enough.
Pretty
Got
clever,
different
Siri.
lines.
Hot enough for what?
For you to get Didge. Can you imagine if Siri?
Ask Siri.
Siri, how do you get a girl's number, Siri?
I found this on the web.
That's all she does is find stuff on the
Yeah,
web.
once
Well,
a-
that's a way you could probably get Didge, though. Not bad, Siri.
She's like, Google it.
Siri, have you ever gotten Didge?
Didge sounds very sexual, dude. this word Didge really
The Didgeroon.
it's like
Hey,
it's
baby.
like like for some reason when I hear it, I think vag.
No,
Is that you too or no?
no, you've made that jump so low. I do think now that you've said it though, I hear you. I mean, I can hear.
Are you getting Didge?
Yeah.
You grabbing Didge?
There is a little bit of that. It's a little aggro. It's a little fratty. You know?
Yeah,
But so listen, I'm bopping down here. I get on the train and there's a huge movie camera going with the matte box, what you put around the front to block out shit around it, and two people holding the camera down, and they got the slate
In a subway?
Yep, on the subway car, the A, and they got the slate going. It says one more day, like it's got this name on it.
It says rest of your life, and you're like, you're doing reshoots
What the
without me?
hell? Yeah. Yeah. So, they got the slate going, and I look over, and I don't know her name. I guess her name's Ashlyn or something. It's one of the girls that's on that time of week.
Ashley Hesseltine?
Yeah, Maddie Smith's podcast.
Oh, Ashlyn Solzano.
Yes, I think that's who it is.
Or Stuart Fullerton.
Not Stewart.
It was Ashlyn. It wasn't my
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend, right?
No. It was the other.
There's only, all right, it was Ashlyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, like shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like sitting on a subway car, looking out the window, and I was like, "Are they shooting her?" And at first, I was like, gonna say hello. I was like, "Oh, hey," because I know I've seen her from the clips.
Yeah.
And then I look left, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" They were like setting up to shoot her. So, yeah, I was like, "What is going on?"
Was my ex-girlfriend there?
No. It was these two other guys. They look like brothers. Big camera. They're like holding it down as they shot as they were going. And then they had someone sign a waiver that was sitting next to her. Clearly.
Wow. I thought you weren't allowed to do that.
Well, I
thought
think if
there's
you
a
get
specific
permits.
train.
Yeah, I think you can if you get permits. They looked legit.
Yeah.
Like when
I wonder
Cal
what
and
it
I were
is.
running around New York, we did not. We were guerrilla
Was
running
it that?
gunning.
Sadafi Bros?
Yeah, no, it was not those guys. They were
Safety Bros?
They were black.
Sadafi Bros? Safety.
I would have known. If it was a sat, I would have been like, that's crazy. It was cool, though. I was like, look at this. Because
Have
I
you
was
ever-
feeling very moved. I was like, oh, man, look, peeps are shooting on the train.
Did you ask if you should have asked if
I was
they
like,
needed an extra?
I know. I was like, maybe
Have
I
you
should.
thought about that?
Maybe I should do, say, hey, do you need me to sit here? Or maybe you need to use me. Hey,
I was
what's going on?
I was biking on. Was it them? Lucas Bros? It wasn't. You would have known Lucas Bros.
I don't think it was them. No. It might have. No, I don't think it was.
No,
No,
they're
no,
not
no.
shooting Ashlyn Solzano. No, I went. I was biking across the bridge to go to the pool
Yeah.
Friday, and there was like a camera crew walking down the bridge, and I was this close
Yeah.
from stopping and being like, "Do you need an extra?"
Yeah.
But I didn't.
I know. I was like, well, here's the thing. They were also shooting, and I didn't. Now I'm like,
And you had a
earlier.
podcast.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm on my way to the pod, but I'm like, hey, look, I don't want to literally fuck up footage.
Yeah.
Like you're on a subway car, like you might have to get this, what you're getting, like right now, and then leave, or like you don't want to reset up, and then I'm like, hey, I sit down next, like I screw it up. And I'm not.
You
doing
should have been
that.
like, "Baby shower comedy." Got a little plug in the movie.
Yeah.
We can't edit it out. We have to do this clip. By the way, I had the bachelor party. I did the bachelor party in Miami.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
dude. You went down to
I,
Miami's.
I'm only going to reveal kind of one little item. First of all, everyone's crazy fit in Miami.
Yeah.
All the girls are beautiful, fit, and all the dudes are like jacked.
Yeah.
I looked like a fish out of water. I'm pale.
I bet you probably looked wild in Miami.
It was nuts. So we went dancing, and I was telling my buddies about
Yeah.
before we went dancing. We were on the golf course, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be dancing tonight." And I go, my buddy Hardy
Yeah. We're gonna be
has this
dancing.
great move,
Yeah.
and I did a demo
Yes.
of this move, and they were in stitches. They couldn't get a hold. And then we went to this pool party,
You did
SLS,
you
the
did
next
the
day.
Keys and the.
I did this first,
Yeah, there you go.
and then I added another, and I go, and then he does a little this
Nice.
move.
Nice.
And then we went to this SLS pool party, and they
Right.
pulled it out a couple times.
Really?
They were even doing it, yeah. And then I went to a concert last night, 2 nights
Legendary.
ago. I went to a concert 2 nights ago,
Yeah.
Future Islands, and the guy did your move.
He did not.
He went like this.
Wow.
He didn't do the
right.
this move. He didn't do a lot of the accessories, but the basic. I guess it's not your move. It's Cedric the Entertainer's move.
It's
so,
kind of I've kind of co-opted it on the D floor.
yeah,
I've made it my own. It's a big wedding D floor move.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of setup. So it looked like the guy was parallel parking. Yeah, that's wild. You don't think you're gonna see that much,
Right.
And then there's the sprinkler. My buddy Rich used to do have you seen that?
Well, that's
It's
a
like
common, yeah.
more known. I did one time. I don't know if I ever showed you this when I was on the dance. Yeah. I popped the hog out. No.
You put your belt around someone's neck and choke them. Pop the hog out. Start whipping people.
Jesus.
That belt has seen better days, huh?
Dude, this belt was.
It's a pretty ratty belt.
Yeah.
No offense.
No, it was like $5.
Also, the double prong. You're a double prong guy, or is that just the way it was?
That's just the way it was. I don't know if I'm
I don't
a
know
big
if I've
double
ever
prong
been
guy.
a double prong guy. What about you, Samaha? Double prong?
Never in my life.
Never, dude. That's a weird move.
You're not a double prong
Should
guy.
throw that thing away.
Yeah, so you can do a couple. You can do.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
How long does this take? Do you have a easier way to
Yeah.
get into it? It looks like a lot of
kinda
setup on the
grooving. You're
dance
kinda
floor.
grooving.
Well, this is during wardrobe before he
You
comes
kind of
out.
groove in, and then you're out there, and you just shoot up a little bit on the D floor.
On what beats
And-
do you do it though?
Well,
Like, do you
gotta
follow a
groove.
beat for this, and then when the beat drops, you go? Boom.
Yeah,
You know what I
probably-
mean?
you
Like-
probably like double hit and then pull and then groove. Like you're still moving. And then you shoot up. All right, you gotta make
When
it,
the beat drops, you shoot up.
Yeah,
Do you ever
that's good too, right?
do the Harlem Shake? Mm.
And
Do you ever pass out to the floor after or no?
Oh, see, that's
Do you
brilliant.
do a real act out?
And then you
And then you just kind of twitch on the floor to the move.
See, Miller, you're ahead of the game, man. That's brilliant. And then you're on the D floor like this.
Just convulsing.
Dude, people would freak out at this. That's
Yeah, they'd be like, "Where's the fucking?"
these are dark, because then there's the other one where you can like literally, you do the
Right.
and then you're back on the D floor. It's quick, you're not gonna. You don't want to like literally do a scene.
These are late night moves too. These aren't like when the bride and groom say, "All right, guys, now join." It's right after the first dance. They're like, "Come join us." You're already getting off your belt.
Brilliant call. It's not.
This is late night.
Yes. Everyone's feeling it now, all right? We've been drinking for a while.
Right.
Your buddy who like takes his shirt off has already done that. Right? All the moves, everyone's like weird ass move that they do has come out. Now you're in,
You're not skipping any territory by doing this move.
yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, like first dance and then you come out like,
Right.
come on out everyone.
Oh.
And people are like, oh, dude, this guy is way too turned up. Way too fast.
It's like a cheery song too. It's like, "Don't stop, believe." Ah.
Yeah. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that love and feeling. Everyone's like, yo, Artie
Oh my god,
is
dude.
wilding out, dude.
That is a wild.
That was a move, though. That was a ledge move. My buddy, I remember.
Dude, does anyone kind of
My-
look at you a little concerned?
I think so.
Where they're like, this guy's kind of ruining the vibe here.
You know, when I did the arm heroin move, we were at a bar, like we were at a college bar.
Yeah.
You know, we were not at a wedding.
This isn't wedding stuff.
I don't even know. Yeah, like maybe I'd pull it. Like maybe you pull that out.
Right.
You know.
Oh man, dude. I got a wedding coming up, and I've got a.
You got to think of some.
Brought the
moves.
mirror. I brought the mirror into the living room so I could practice act outs and dance. I'm thinking about dance. Choi told me this. He says sometimes he starts the day off by doing like 10 minutes of dancing.
Yeah, he told me that too.
That's not just. And I think it might improve your mood if you start the
I
day
agree.
off with just 10 minutes of dancing.
I agree.
So I'm thinking about practicing my dance moves for
Yeah.
10 minutes every morning. Samaha looked a little weird at that. You're not into it? Staten Island doesn't do that?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't claim Staten Island. I just live there. No, we don't do that.
How long did you live in
If
Brooklyn
you're-
before
if
going
you're
to Staten Island?
I was 4 years.
Oh, all right.
You know, then 21 years after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just good at dancing. If you're good at dancing, you don't gotta practice.
No.
Wow. I will say.
Like, I do not think Choi is. I'm just gonna assume this is an assumption.
You're gonna
I
go
know-
out
I-
on a limb?
I know zero facts, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and
You're
say
out
he's
on that
not
limb
better
right
than
now.
the first time he's ever danced. Like, just on a limb, just recreational, just feel whatever he feels, just dancing.
I think rhythm is hard to like. It's a little hard to pick up, but if you have rhythm, then
Right.
then maneuver. We're talking about maneuvers. I'm not practicing my two-step here. I'm not like. I'm practicing looking at some weird kind of these moves, you know. 'Cause
Here's
you have
the
to have
thing.
an
Here's the
inventory.
thing, though.
You have an inventory.
Yeah, but here's here's the thing, though, Pat. You do have to admit that, and there's been times in my life where I've been dancing so much, wedding season, like we talked about earlier, late college. I've been dancing so much that I can feel that I'm sharper. Like, it's like when you do a lot of push-ups. You can get like it's kind of like stand-up, I think, though. Like, you're funny, you're not funny, but like there is something also to practice. I do agree that, like, though, usually you kind of know if people are a good dancer. Like, I've always been a good dancer, and people have always told me I'm a good it's usually pretty much been there. But I felt awkward as shit
No
going.
one's ever seen you dance, by the way, so we'll take your word for it.
Yeah, just trust me. All right? Just trust me. I groove. But I can feel awkward like we talked about. If I haven't been grooving in a while, I can be tight.
Right.
You can be tight. You don't have so many moves you've been working on, right? It takes a second. So I do think there's a mix.
Here's the issue with not practicing in front of a mirror. You might think that you're putting your whole body into it. If I'm doing this move,
Right.
you know, and then I see myself, I'm like, it doesn't really look like I'm moving. It looks like I'm just doing this.
Right.
So then when I hit the dance floor, I know that I really have
Yes.
to swing back and forth.
Yes.
You know,
Dancing is mostly about not being self-conscious, in my opinion.
right?
If you really let go, then you can be a good dancer. Just like you just have to let go.
This guy, Future Island, the lead singer of Future Islands, the band that I went
Yeah.
to, his dance moves were wild. He, at one
Yeah.
point during the concert, he was all sweaty. He was sweaty like almost immediately, but his shirt was all wet. His
Yeah.
pants were all wet from the sweat. He went to one side of the stage, got a running head start, and did a
Yeah.
body slide across the stage, and then hopped up and continued to sing.
That's
He did
pretty,
like a slip and slide move.
That's pretty ripping.
It was wild.
That's pretty ripping. One of the great dance moves I've seen was one of my buddies at a wedding. I was cackling for an hour. There was like a brewski on the floor, and you know Genuine's Pony.
No.
Play that song, Pat. If you, it's like Genuine Pony. It's like bow, bow, now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a bachelor, looking for a partner. Bump that, Pat. Yes. Okay, right? So this guy,
that's
right?
a great.
Big circle, right? He's not even in the circle. But there's this little brewski on the floor, and he sprints. Turn that up a little bit, Pat. He sprints into the circle, slides like
On his
with
knees.
his with his cock out, or not like out, but like forward. Stops at the
The beer.
brewski, and then just starts humping the brewski, dude. Full suit. Everyone was, oh! It was one of the, you know, like literally like if you were on top of a girl in Missionary. Yeah. And
How long was he humping
Oh
it
my
for?
God, for maybe like 5 seconds. But it was the greatest. That almost shook me a little bit. You know when a dance move breaks you? You were saying that guy broke you.
Yes.
It broke me a little bit because I can't get that low. I was like, oh my God, that
Right.
was.
Everyone sobered up a little bit after that dance move.
That was late in the. That was late. Yeah. We were really.
How does he slide like that?
Oh, my God.
You got to be confident because there is
Yeah.
a reality where the floor is a little taut, you know, and he goes to slide and he just face plants because it's not slick enough.
Yeah, or it's too slick and he goes by it. There was a real timing thing which made it so brilliant.
Yeah.
Because he literally like eased right up. Perfect momentum. And you were like, no
Was
way.
he hammered at this point? Was he like blacked out or
I don't
not,
think he
like,
was. No, he wasn't blacked out, but he was definitely good and toasty.
There's a confidence to do that, man.
My buddy Brent. Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially in a circle like you know those big dance circles. You know, you got all eyes on you. You miss that.
Yeah.
You know, you're not coming back from that.
How do you exit the dance floor?
That's
Because
a
sometimes,
brilliant
like, if you're at a wedding,
question.
if you're at a wedding, there's like 3-4 hours of dance floor, and you
Yeah.
can't be out there the whole time.
No,
Do
there
you
are people
dance
that.
on your way out, or do you just walk?
That's a great point. What do I do?
In the last 2 minutes, Maha wants out. You got a heart. You got something. You got something else after. We just I don't know.
I think I just.
Somersault out.
I don't think I dance out. I'll say that. I think I usually am just like I just walk. Yeah. I don't like groove.
Will you do a little head nod on your way out?
Maybe I like, you know, smile. Yeah, you know, do a little couple snaps, but not. Yeah, I'm kind of I dance so intense. I think, especially if we're doing dance circle. Like, are we doing mini dance part? Like, what's going on? Wedding. Okay, so then you're leaving a large dance circle. Usually, what happens there is someone else takes over.
Right.
As-
You're assuming that you're in control.
Yeah. Someone else
takes over the attraction.
That's right. And then you dissipate back.
Right.
Because I get a lot of like people. They go, "Come on, hit it," and I'm like, "Give me a second, all right? Let me get some let me get some pie.
Let me take off my belt.
Let me get some pie." You know, my buddies will do. They'll be like, "Come on, we need you. Let me get some of those big moves," and then maybe I get in there, and then I start feeling the energy, and now it's go time.
All right. Look at that. Hour on the dot. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Do everything. Do everything in your power to get us there.
Yeah, we're on our way. Till next time.